All right, guys. So I have a couple breaking news stories right now from a nomination that Trump made that infuriated a lot of Trump supporters. And I have a big news about that because the DEA administrator has officially withdrawn after Trump supporters expose him for being a COVID tyrant. Speaking of 2020, not only what he did, but Trump just made a huge announcement that has just legitimately made a lot of people happy when it comes to 2020. So make sure to smash the like button. I have a big show for you guys. Back home in New York City, please let me know where you guys are watching from. So let's get right into the news. This is huge. This is a big deal. I don't know if you guys know, but Hillsborough County, Florida Sheriff Chad Chronister, I think that's how you say his name, has officially withdrawn his name from DEA administrator because Trump nominated him, and then a whole bunch of people said, whoa, wait a minute, Trump, I know you're busy and all of that. I know we got some big things going on. We cannot have this guy ever be the DEA administrator. This comes after massive pushback over him arresting a pastor for holding services during COVID. Good move by Donald J. Trump. This is the man. There's a big story that had just came out that everybody was like, wait a minute, this guy, whoa. So Trump nominated him, and then out of nowhere, Trump supporters all got together on X and just started exposing the story. Florida pastor arrested after holding church services despite coronavirus orders. This was in Florida, and this is a huge story, right? He arrested a pastor. This guy cannot be DEA administrator. So all Trump supporters got together, and next thing you know, Trump made a phone call, and now he has withdrawn. He's done. He's not going to be DEA administrator because of you guys making your voices heard. So this is a big story here. Florida pastor arrested holding church services, and now he's gone. So good move by Trump getting this guy out of here. A lot of people are celebrating this. Even George was like, he did that? I didn't even know this guy did that. I didn't know he arrested a pastor during COVID, but I'm glad that it all came out. Thank you to X. Anyways, another big, huge announcement from this. This was big. President Trump makes a huge announcement. Yeah, a lot of people were really mad about this pick. Look, a lot of you guys didn't know this. I didn't even know this. It came to my attention a little bit after that he was responsible for arresting a pastor during COVID. That's crazy. Somebody said, I remember that out in the comments. So a lot of people remember these types of things, and they just let Trump know you cannot pick this guy. And Trump legitimately said, okay, cool. I'm listening. Trump is listening. This is big. Anyways, the biggest announcement that a lot of people have been waiting for, and boy, oh boy, I'm so excited to announce this. Breaking, President Donald J. Trump has announced that all military members who were discharged for refusing the COVID mandate will be reinstated and receive full payback, along with a formal apology from the United States government. Woo! Golly! Oh, it feels good. This one feels really good. It really does. So this is trending right now all over X. Trump making this announcement. There's actually more details. So Trump said that he would rehire every military patriot that was fired for refusing Biden's government vaccine mandate and give them back pay and apology from our government. As you can see right here, I'm going to read this for you guys. This is huge. I love this. This is so epic. So epic. Because we know what a lot of people went through during COVID. So former President Donald J. Trump and President-elect vowed, if elected in November, to rehire military service members who were let go for rejecting the COVID-19 vaccine. Remember, they were pretty much making it a huge deal. You couldn't show up to certain places. I really hope that this also translates to a lot of people that lost their jobs. I know there's people in here that during 2020, a lot of people lost their jobs. Right. So here we go. Service members who were let go for rejecting it and promised they would receive an apology with payback, with back pay. Kamala and Crook Joe purged 8,000 service members from our military for refusing the COVID mandate. They refused to do it, Trump said in Asheboro, North Carolina, on a rally. So This was when Trump made the first announcement. Now he's making it officially. That's going to be one of his acts within the first week in office. This is huge. I love this. I will, and I quote, I will rehire every patriot that was fired with an apology and back pay. They will get their back pay and apology from the government. He declared. The crowd loudly applauded. So now it's official. Now Trump has made this one of his number one mandates. One of his number one mandates for the reason being that a lot of people, once again, very happy that the Hillsborough County, Florida Sheriff Chad Chronister has officially withdrawn his name from DEA administrator after pushback by Trump supporters, basically exposing him for being a tyrant. He was a tyrant during COVID, right? DEA administrator pick. This was just a few days ago, and here we got. Let's go to it real quick. Trump's pick, lead DEA withdraws from consideration. Over the past several days, he says, as the gravity of this very important responsibility set, I've concluded that I must respectfully withdraw from consideration, Chronister, Florida sheriff, and Trump loyalist said on the X post. He was punished. He was punished by you guys for what he did during 2020. From what he did. Young Enforcement Agency. He's done. Here is the actual post here. You guys did this. He says, here we go. He says, to have been nominated by President-elect Donald Trump to serve as administrator of the Drug Enforcement Administration, it is the honor of a lifetime. Over the past several days, as the gravity of this very important responsibility has set in, I've concluded that I must respectfully withdraw from consideration. There is more work to be done for the citizens of Hillsborough County and a lot of initiatives. I am committed to fulfilling. I sincerely appreciate the nomination, outpouring of support by the American people. But you know damn well that the American people, look at this. Just read this guy's comments, by the way. Read this guy's comments. He said, and Wokeness says, now you can go back to arresting innocent pastors and voters. So he not only, guys, this guy not only arrested a pastor for holding a service during COVID, but even people out on boats. Like this guy was going crazy. And I'm so happy that he has withdrawn his name, because there's a couple picks that were made that people just didn't like. Hey, buddy, you arrested a man of God trying to hold a church. That's a bridge too far. The American people can trust you to do the right thing when the cards are down. If the American people can't trust you when the cards are down, that means morals over orders sometimes. So a lot of people are very, very happy that this guy took the step down. I'm pretty sure him and Trump spoke about what Trump supporters were telling him. So a couple COVID, look, can I, MAGA has spoken, but can I say this real quick to you guys? How passionate are you guys about COVID? How passionate were you guys about the things that happened? How passionate are you guys? Like me personally, man, there's a lot of things I never forgot. I never forgot about that time. So for somebody like this to withdraw their name, it means that we are still very passionate about what happened and we never forgot it. I never forgot it. I never took the vax. I was one of those people that got into arguments with family. This was one of the biggest issues for me. Like I didn't take it. I literally made a video before speaking about politics. I made a video on YouTube basically telling people I wasn't going to take it. And people literally disowned me. They disowned family members. It was one of the craziest times in my life. And there's some people that took it, and I don't blame you for doing it. But man, were there people acting out. So I'm so happy that this pick is gone. Thomas Massie was one of those people that one of my favorite libertarians right here is a Republican. Thomas Massie, DEA administrator. He was speaking about how bad that guy was. So I'm glad Trump listened. Trump DEA pick. Let's see if we can find this article here. All right, so here we go. So this is it. Thomas Massie, lone Republican, calling out Trump's DEA pick. I am going to call him like I see him. Trump's nominee for head of DEA should be disqualified for ordering the arrest of a pastor who defied COVID lockdowns, Massie wrote. Chronister held a press conference in March of 2020. This is how bad this guy was. This is how bad he was. There we go. So Chronister held a press conference in March of 2020 to announce that he'd arrest Dr. Ronald Howard Brown, pastor at the River at Tampa Bay Church, because he intentionally and repeatedly disregarded the state and local public health orders, which his congregation and our community put in danger. His post still lives on X. So it's still on X. However, Florida Republicans stood up for Chronister, claiming that he was the right pick. Of course, other Republicans. Now, I got some other news for you guys real quick. I saw this, and this is big breaking news, actually. This is, we're still facing with this. Breaking reports show that 6 Republicans are unwilling to vote for and confirm Pete Hegseth. There will be primaries against any senator. There will be primaries against any senator in the Senate GOP that goes against Trump's nominations. So apparently 6 Republican senators are unwilling to confirm Pete Hegseth. 6 of them. You guys gotta pay attention to who these senators are when it comes down to it, because man, you gotta go out to vote. There's one thing about Republicans that I've said before: they do not vote in primaries. They don't. 2026. You guys gotta go out there, and you guys gotta go out there and vote. There's gonna be a list coming out. Start taking notes. Every single senator must be primaried. You must go out there and vote against people that are just like against these nominations. This makes no sense. Like, we got to go out there and we got to literally primary these people. Like, we got to find out who they are. There's going to be a list coming out very, 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 very soon. All right. In our last story. So now, obviously, we know that the DEA pick has withdrawn after you guys made your voices heard to Donald Trump. You guys said, no, we're sorry. There's certain things that we just can't forget. Maybe we can forgive him. Obviously, Trump forgave him, but there's a lot of things that people just won't forget. It's what happened during 2020, the way people acted out during the most important time in American history. All right. Speaking of the most important time in American history, there was this story coming out of South Korea. I don't know if you guys heard about this. I'm only going to bring this up because this reminds me of why. All right, let's just go to the story real quick. Shout out to Benny Johnson. Let's take a listen. If you haven't smashed the like button, smash the like button. This is a crazy story. Hold on, you guys can't hear that. Let me take it off. Let me make sure that you guys can hear that. Somebody said if Kamala were to have been chosen, this would have happened.
As martial law has been declared, and special paramilitary forces have taken over the capital of South Korea. Again, this isn't a foreign invasion. This is a domestic invasion by military forces inside of one of the most advanced and technologically efficient democracies.
Can you guys hear this?
In the world.
I want to make sure that you guys can hear all of this before I start playing this video. This is a very, very important. Yeah, this was today. This was today in South Korea. Just want to make sure you guys can hear. Did the screen freeze? All right, cool.
This is crazy. South Korea has placed all media outlets under government control due to martial law. What's going on in South Korea is precisely why I will never surrender my Second Amendment rights. Horrifying.
They literally, this report was actually the craziest part of it is South Korea has placed all media outlets under government control due to martial law. And the next post that you saw there, and somebody made an argument. They said, this is why you never give up your Second Amendment. Never.
What the hell is going on? These are Korean forces breaking into.
I don't want to show all of this because YouTube will mark this video. So, but yeah, you can see South Korea. You don't see this in South Korea every day as military forces are now making their way into the parliament building.
See this in South Korea every day as military forces are now making their way into the parliament building, smashing against what the hell's going on. All right, South Korea has a president His name is Yoon Suk Yeol. All right. This guy is a president. He was elected in 2022. And his approval ratings have dipped in recent months. He's a political novice. He was formerly a prosecutor for 26 years. He became a prosecutor for the Special Prosecutor's Office. He earned a bachelor's and master's degree at Seoul University, and then he ran for president, and he won a single 5-year term. It's how they do it in South Korea. In a shocking move, Yoon declared an emergency martial law on Tuesday, citing pro-North Korean forces. The South Korean parliament subsequently voted immediately to lift the martial law declaration. He must comply under the Constitution. 63, he promised a harder line against North Korea when he entered office. Political newcomer, he became the 20th president of Republic of Korea in May 2022. So South Korea's constitution declared that the president can proclaim martial law when it is required.
Wait, before we continue this, somebody said they're in South Korea. Yeah. Are you in South Korea? Can you come on this live stream and let us know what's going on out there? Can you connect with us? If you're in South Korea right now, I would love to talk to you in front of everybody right now. If you're down, I know that we have South Korean viewers. That would be dope. Some of the videos coming out look staged, just like yes. Can't talk about that on here, but would love to talk to somebody from South Korea on here.
To cope with military necessity or to maintain public safety and mobilization. There are two types of martial law, precautionary and extraordinary. The extraordinary is what we have here. And now the military is rolling through the nation's capital of Seoul. The entire country is under martial law right now. Yoon accused his opposition of anti-state rebellion in his announcement. He's telling the military to go arrest his political opposition. Lee Jae-ming is the name of his political opposition.
Yeah, I heard it was lifted and he lost. So the parliament voted, he lost. But this is it's crazy how stuff like this could happen.
He narrowly defeated him.
Is this considered an insurrection?
2022
election? That looked like a real insurrection.
So now there's an opposition-controlled parliament. So, I mean, it seems like these are just military leaders. These are political leaders using the military to enact vengeance and hunt down their political opposition. Under martial law, all protests, political rallies are banned. Press and publication news outlets are under government control. The media personnel and others to stop, strike, and return to work. All medical personnel, Parliament, all parties, regional councils are banned from operating. Any offenders will be arrested and subject to detention without a warrant.
Yeah, this was pretty crazy to see. Thing is, I don't know who the good guys. Thank you for your $10 donation, John. I don't know who the good guys and who the bad guys are in this situation. Their president says he's fighting communism. The director says that he's the Korean Trump. Yeah, I saw that he was the Korean Trump. It's just a wild situation how it just all got out of control that fast. I think when stuff like this happens around the world, it's just so crazy to see.
This is the first martial law declared since 1980. Things may get really ugly for Korea. It may look like a democracy demonstrations from 30 to 40 years ago. So South Korean parliament has voted, of course, to lift this, but it's been a crazy, crazy ride. This is the leader. I mean, the country is still under martial law. I mean, the military is still actively hunting down political leaders in South Korea. Again, ladies and gentlemen, this is why you cannot have single party tyranny in this country. Here is the dude who on what is I don't know, man. What is this app? Maybe it's like okay. So it looks like so it's shorts, right? So it's on YouTube. So is it live on YouTube? So he's live on YouTube. This is the leader of the opposition filming himself escaping the military hunting him down.
윤 대통령이 비상계엄을 선포했습니다. 비상계엄을 선포할 아무런 이유가 없습니다. 군대가 이 나라를 통치하게 내버려 둘 수는 없습니다. 검찰에 의한 이 폭력적 지배도 부족해서 총칼을 든 무장 군인들이 이 나라를 지배하려고 합니다. 그리고 국군 장병 여러분, 여러분에게 명령을 내릴 수 있는 것은 오로지 국민뿐입니다. 윤석열 대통령은 국민을 배반했습니다. 윤석열 대통령의 불법적인 비상계엄 선포는 무효입니다. 지금 이 순간부터 윤석열 대통령은 대한민국 대통령이 아닙니다. 장병 여러분, 여러분이 들고 있는 총, 칼, 여러분의 권력은 모두 국민에게서 온 것입니다. 이 나라의 주인은 국민이고 국군 장병 여러분께서
I mean, it's hard to disagree with anything he's saying there. He's saying now that the current president is no longer the president. The people are in charge. The people are in charge of the military, and the military is going after the people in these kind of like like these crazy clips that you're seeing here.
Yeah, that's insane.
The department are closely tracking the president used recent declaration of martial law. The situation is fluid. Please monitor local news sources updates. It says the ambassador to the Republic of Korea, currently serving from America. Protesters call for the South Korean president imprisonment. People of South Korea are now demanding the imprisonment of the president. Failed martial law attempt. Even though the parliament voted to end martial law, arrest teams are still going around trying to arrest political leaders in South Korea. So this is a wild time. Within hours of the president's martial law declaration, a constitutional crisis was called for America's closest ally in Asia. The unicameral National Assembly opposition leader declared martial law. The unicameral National.
All right, so we got another $10 donation. It has been years. My wife told me the protesters in Okinawa were not Japanese, but Chinese and Korean. We think they all look the same, but they aren't. South Korea is run by China. What?
Assembly, where the opposite Democrat meter blocked the martial law correction, which had suspended all political activity, according to multiple reports. It was made null and void by the vote, according to the New York Times. And he ordered the military and police to leave the compound.
Oh, they need a link. I can put the link. Is the person from South Korea gonna come up here? I would love to have this person come up here on this live stream and talk to them real quick. It is already here. Crooks is live streaming in South Korea right now. But my point is this what they said that Trump tried to do? Because this is not what Trump did at all. Like, this is like a real insurrection. This is what it looks like. It's what a real insurrection looks like. And it's crazy. Like, it's all projection. This is what it really looks like. But if we could get the person to come up here, that would be nice. Peace has been restored. Bad idea to post that link. Not really. It's a different link every live stream I do, so it doesn't matter. Yeah, they said that it was the Korean Trump. Like, I think, let me see. I think Tim Pool did a story on this. Yeah, on Timcast, he did a story on this. There it is.
We've got major breaking news coming out of South Korea. The president there has declared martial law, and we've got images of what appears to be police or military clashing with citizens. The rules that they've implemented are sweeping. South Korean parliament has now voted unanimously to shut down the martial law. This is pretty crazy. Now, I am no expert on South Korean politics at all, so I can only give you a cursory glimpse of the news that we are seeing. But I will say, when you pull up the political positions of this president, which, again, may not reflect accurately, they call him the Donald Trump of South Korea. This I find particularly fascinating. Now, it may all be propaganda and BS. And so I say this at the start of the segment. I don't know. Right now, there's a lot of conservatives that I see are saying, wow, what a terrible move. You can't do this. It's dictatorial powers and all of that. And certainly I agree with you don't come out and shut down the press and take things over, all that. That being said, it doesn't mean that he's completely wrong. I honestly don't know. And so when I look at how the media has handled a Donald Trump scenario for us, where they lie about everything he's doing and claim he's going to use the military against his own citizens, I'm just like, I don't believe you. I don't believe you. And I don't know what to believe. Just because a man has done this thing doesn't mean I'm going to instantly say it's all wrong and he's terrible. According to the president, he's trying to resist communist forces. Sure, it could be nonsense. He's saying that the opposition party are North Korea sympathizers and they are oppressing the people and they're trying to stop the Free Republic of South Korea, et cetera, et cetera.
Oh, my God. Okay, now this took a crazy left turn. This my live stream, we were talking about COVID. So if you're just coming in here and you're like, why aren't you talking about COVID? Why aren't you talking about all these? It's because you're 26 minutes late. But should we keep watching it? This is crazy.
Maybe he's right. I don't know.
So the guy who declared martial law is insisting that communism is coming to take over. And that's why he's doing this. He's fighting against these forces. Boy, oh boy, that's a crazy story. Leonard, let me see. Leonard, are you here, Leonard? I sent you the link.
I don't live in South Korea. The left in this country is, of course, going to say, then you're supporting fascism, Tim, because he's declaring martial law. Martial law exists for functional reasons. Now, I certainly don't think this is the appropriate way to handle things. Don't get me wrong. What I'm saying is, while he certainly should not try and shut down politics and speech in the media in this country, what I am saying is that is wrong. I am also saying maybe there really is a nefarious element on the other side. I have no idea. So criticize him for this move for sure. But I don't know enough about South Korean politics to determine who is good or who is bad.
All right, Leonard. Hello. How are you doing?
I'm here, brother. Wow. I've been following you for a long time. This is crazy.
Are you in South Korea?
I am in South Korea. I am.
So obviously we've been talking about what just happened with President Yoon declaring martial law, basically slamming domestic opponents and saying that he has to do this because there are forces coming to take over that are communists and they're bad. The other side is saying that he's just acting like a dictator. He wants to declare martial law and violate everybody. What's the real story out there? Can you hear me?
The story is he wants to reunite North and South Korea. But yes, he wants to reunite North and South Korea.
Who?
The current president wants to reunite North and South Korea. The current president.
Yoon.
Yes. Yes.
Why would he want to do that?
Well, because they are relatives. They are all related. People in the South have family members that live in the North. They're all related. It's like East and West Germany. Same thing.
All right.
Now, the rhinos that are in government here, they want to keep it separate. They don't want to reunite.
Wait, are you one of the people that want to reunite with North Korea?
I think it's a good thing. I have traveled to North Korea.
What?
I think they should reunite.
You don't think
an educational visa? I was there on an educational peacekeeping visa, and the people there are starving. They've got flooding.
Are you actually in North Korea?
I am. I'm in North Korea. I'm watching Korean television right now. I'm in North Korea. I'm in South Korea. No, I'm a U.S. citizen. I'm in South Korea. I'm watching the news now.
So are you in North Korea or South Korea?
No, I'm in South Korea. I'm in South Korea. Ever since COVID, it's been closed. South Korea, South.
You
I'm in
think
South
Kim?
Korea.
Wait. Do you think Kim Jong Un is a good person?
Oh no, he's terrible.
So why would
He's
you want?
terrible.
Why would you want South Korea to unite with North Korea?
Well, it's just like East and West, East and West Germany. The people there are suffering. The people there are suffering under North Korean rule.
Somebody said that sake is hitting. Well, Leonard, thank you so much for keeping us updated, man. I appreciate you. Thank you.
All right, brother. I've been hearing breaking news on LV Nation ever since the Trump assassination. I've been following you since the Bronx rally, brother. Keep it real.
Could I ask,
you.
what are you doing in South Korea?
Another history making on LV Nation. Thank you, brother.
Yeah, he on that sake pack, man. I don't know what that guy was on. What the hell? So he doesn't like Kim Jong Un, but he says that South Korea and North Korea should unite. I'm not sure what his stance really is. Anyways, I went to the DMV, went overseas as a Marine, married an Okinawan. I saw the business as their folks were profiting on strife. The Korean Marines we trained with want the Korea. Oh, they want one Korea. They're good people. Oh, so you're saying that they want one Korea, but they don't want Kim Jong Un because he's obviously not a good person, but they would love to unite South Korea and North Korea. Okay, very interesting. See, I'm not the most educated on this. I just wanted somebody to come on here. He's obviously in South Korea, so okay, that makes a lot more sense. They want South and North Korea to unite, but not under Kim Jong Un and not under these forces. I didn't want him to. Somebody said, "Why didn't you want him to keep talking?" Well, we got to be extremely careful. He's saying some wild stuff, and I don't know what YouTube's guidelines are when it comes to these things. That's why I wanted to be careful with him. And I'm actually not even sure. I would hope that he's really there, but I don't want to bring somebody on the channel that's probably not even there. He's probably trolling. I'm not sure, but I got to be extremely careful. Somebody said, "Yes, one Korea, one free Korea." Okay. He said nothing. Yeah, I really don't know, guys. Just got to be extremely careful because I really don't know. I just want to be careful. And I'm not the most educated on South and North Korea. Somebody say he's lying. Fuck YouTube. All right, guys, this live stream took a big turn. I have no idea where we're going anymore. But yes, to break this all down, to break this live stream all down, we'll be back in a bit, actually. I wanted to do 3 live streams today, but I guess this one. All right. Hillsborough County, Florida Sheriff Chad Chronister has officially withdrawn after Trump supporters obviously called him a COVID tyrant. He locked up a pastor for holding services during COVID. Got to talk about that. Trump also making the promise saying that on day 1, during the first week of his administration, he will give back pay and rehire all the military officers that were basically, it was about 8,000 of them that the Biden administration basically let them go because they did not want to cooperate with the mandates that they were given. So why not just unite the world? Because, yeah. Actually, BS aside, what it is, Brody, South Korean people want to help North Korea people and make it one state, but Kim Jong-un and the establishment of South Korea don't want it to happen. Interesting. I'm going to actually try to educate myself from South and North Korea because that's very, very interesting. I think that Leonard coming on basically saying that he would love to unite North Korea and South Korea and become one big family once again, but Kim Jong-un and the people of South Korea and the establishment of South Korea does not want that to happen. It's very interesting. Very, very, very interesting. Trump did post something. I wanted to talk about this later, but Trump did something crazy. Guys, did you see this? Speaking of making South Korea and North Korea one, bro, look what he posted on Truth Social. Bro. Yo, man. What is this? Trump posted this. He actually posted this. Yo, I don't know, man. I don't know. What's even better about this is this video that I remember when this video first came out, guys. Remember when Tucker Carlson went to war with the media in Canada? Take a listen to this. All right, you guys can hear this. My screen audio keeps going out. Let me actually play that one more time. He was calling Justin Trudeau.
Thank you for your call. You have reached the media line. For all urgent requests, please send your request by email. Merci pour votre appel. Vous avez atteint la ligne médiatique. Merci beaucoup.
Yes, hi. I couldn't understand the French part, but it's Tucker Carlson calling from the United States. And I'd be grateful if you pass a message on to the Prime Minister, Justin Trudeau. We are coming to liberate Canada. We are coming to liberate Canada. And we'll be there soon. Merci.
Tucker Carlson was ahead of his time here. I never thought, look, I don't think it's real. I don't think it's going to happen at all. But, bro, Trump posting these things and just seeing that video again of Tucker Carlson saying that we're coming to liberate Canada. Remember that? Because Canada was another place during 2020 that was crazy. Anybody here from Canada? They're all trolling, yes. But it does remind me of what happened during 2020. 2020, Canada took some crazy. Canada was even worse than the United States of America to a degree. In fact, it was much worse than the United States of America during 2020. But yeah, Tucker basically said, we're coming to liberate. I thought that was crazy, but they're trolling. But it's hilarious trolls, but it really does make me think about what America. It's too good. It's too good. Yeah, Canada was bad, man. Somebody said Canada is actually a myth. It doesn't really exist. Lou, you're seeing it. Trudeau will be outed. Yeah, I like their opposition. The conservative guy, I really like him a lot. Every time I hear him talk, I think this guy is actually like dope. I like him. What's his name? The opposition party, and he's like the leader. Canada's opposition leader. His name is Pierre Poilievre. Yeah, Pierre is actually pretty based. Who became conservative leader following the 22 leadership election. And I think they're going to have like a primaries. I really don't know. The prime minister stuff, I really don't understand it. I like the president. Pierre. We got people in South Africa as well watching. Here in South Africa, nobody was forced. The whole country, the whole town didn't. Thank you so much, Joyce, for becoming a member. I appreciate you guys coming through today. We spoke about a lot of things. I'm sorry. I want to apologize for having these types of shows where we obviously are here to talk about one thing, but I carry on and I talk about many other things. I hope you guys don't mind that. I know some people get annoyed. All right, Lou, we just want to speak on one topic, but I am here for 40 minutes. Might as well just get a whole bunch of topics out the way. So why not? It seems like it's just a lot going on in the world. Not only, look, I told you guys this was going to happen, though. Trump becoming president was going to affect the rest of the world, the way that we look at the rest of the world. It was going to, right? It was legitimately going to affect the way other leaders act up, the way just things are going to happen. We already knew this. Thank you so much for your $20 donation. Trump is having fun watching all these fools squirm at their pants and poop in it. Yeah. I think that we need leaders like Trump in office. We just need leaders to reinforce that we are not to be played with. Reinforce. I just imagine if Kamala, now watching this, and this is my closing statements here. But just imagine if Kamala would have actually won. Bro, if Kamala would have won, oh man, I really just now that Trump's really been president-elect now for like a month. Has it been a month yet? It's about to be a month, right? Almost a month since Trump has been president-elect. I'm telling you, man, I don't know how in the world we would have oh my God, I don't even want to imagine that. You think Kamala would have those types of conversations with the Prime Minister of Canada? You think like it's a certain way you have to talk to people to let them know, other world leaders, to let them know that we are not here to be played with. We are here to have peace through strength. Number one word is strength. You have North Korea trying to help Russia. So no wonder they're trying to take over North and South Korea and make them one country to get Kim Jong-un, however you spell his name. Interesting. Interesting. All right, guys. I'll be back in a bit with some bigger and breaking news. Make sure to smash the like button if you haven't. If you haven't subscribed, I will be back. These shows get pretty lit, ladies and gentlemen. They get lit.